now got an empty yard. We're going to go back and get some more cattle. Remember, in multiples, I'm putting 5 in the beef buddy. I'm going to get 10 head of cattle, put them in this yard, then grab 5 head of cattle from this yard and put them in the beef buddy. As I'm going, I'm thinking about which way I'm going to position my gate as I go to it and which way I'm then going to enter the yard. So I'm going to go and get the gate and I'm going to push it towards the cattle, the yard that they're in. I'm going to get towards the end of my gate so that I'm safe. The gate can't get me if the cattle hit the gate. I'm now on the safe side of the gate. I'm looking at my cattle. So I'm going to choose 10 animals here now, I'm counting. Now, it doesn't really matter if I get an extra one. I'm looking here, yep, stopping those back animals. I'm using this goad here, which is a yellow goad, and then close the gate, keeping to watch the cattle. Now that I'm in the yard, I have a decision to go to the left or my right, as was previously discussed. I go to the left so the cattle curve around me and fit with the flow of the yards, and it also sets the cattle up in the right position for when I'm wanting them to go into the beef buddy. It also shows the cattle that the gate is closed where they've just came from. So it gets the mind of the cattle thinking about where I want them to go. So moving, watching the cattle, letting them go back that way, taking the time, not rushing, waiting till they get themselves in a position to move. Stay out of the kicking zone of the cattle, even though they're quiet cattle. Yep, we give them respect. I can use my livestock goad to also help me assist that. Looking at my cattle, I now move this way. Obviously the cattle could hit me here, but the gate's not going to get me because I'm on the correct side of the gate. Once those cattle get past the tipping point of that gate, I get to the end of my gate so that I can't get injured by the gate. I'm counting my cattle. 1, 2, 3, 4, I look at 5, I step across, looking at where the cattle are going in, use a little bit of movement on my stick. I give the cattle time to get in there. Yep, these are quiet cattle. I'm at the end of my gate, I close my gate here. I'm now up to the next step of moving the cattle from the beef buddy into the race. Now use the crisscross pattern of these gates here, opening them up, watching the cattle, closing the gates, keep an eye on the cattle, open my slide and open the gate. Look how the cattle just want to flow naturally. So I can position myself here so the cattle go in single file. I can use my goad if I need to. Yep. And those cattle just flow around. They want to go back to where they came from and the gate's closed, but there's another opening. So that's how the beef buddy works. We go back and get some more cattle, go through my gates. And it's repetition. Open my gate, stay at the end of my gate, just in case these animals come and hit the gate. I then move behind the gate, swap hands. I'm at the end of my gate here. I take my time so the cattle have got time to get into position. I know there's 5 animals left because I put 10 in the pen and I've taken 5 away. Again, back at the end of my gate, I can see what's going on. I can use my livestock talker, my yellow stick, watching the cattle. I make sure the gate is closed properly. And it's repetition. Close this door, open this one. And what you can do is actually practice this at home without any cattle so that you get the feel of how it operates. Look at this cow already here ready to go. I open the slide gate. I just step in here to get these animals to go into single file. I walk back here to get this one. Yep, she's going in, just push her along a bit. Then I come back here and I just stop here and that animal will flow around there. Notice that they don't hit the infrastructure or the paneling. They go in there very easily. Close my gate. Slide gate, stand to the side of your slide gate. And there we have it. The cattle are in the race, ready for us to administer vaccines or pour-ons or whatever we need to do with the cattle.